To say that I'm okay would be a lie. I haven't honestly been okay in a long time. It's easy to hide from myself, to distract myself with objects, telling myself I need them and that if I only acquire a certain item, I will be happy, but happiness never comes. I think I want to be happy. I think my intentions are to heal, but I haven't realized how much I'm hurting myself in the process. Even that isn't totally true. Some days I'll have this inner voice telling me to stop, and then a much louder voice comes in and screams, "Do it now, before she stops us!" And that voice always wins. I never wanted to follow in my mother's footsteps. I mean, her life was so sad. I know she didn't want me to either, and all I can think about is how disappointed she would be in me now. She wouldn't say it. She would hold me and tell me everything's okay. And she would try to carry the pain herself and blame herself for me ending up this way. And that hurts the most. Even though she's gone, I can't help but feel that she's watching in agony, disgusted, angry, devastated that her behaviors traveled down to me. It kills me to know that she's dying 1,000 deaths every day watching me do the same things she did, knowing she can never help again. It kills me to know I'm still putting her through pain and I'm disgracing her memory. I'm reminding everyone of her, and now they only talk about her faults. And they don't remember the good times anymore. They only talk about what a tragedy it is she led her life in disarray and prompted her children to do the same. I don't want to just get better for myself. I want to get better for her. I want to prove that her life wasn't a waste. I want people to remember all the good she did. I want to be the example people point to when they say what a great mother she was, because she really, really was. To say she lived a tragic life is an understatement. She lived for everyone and never herself. From an early age, she was forced into adulthood, forced into taking care of the family with no thanks or care for herself. I wish I could hug her. I wish I could hug her as a young woman and tell her that her life wouldn't amount to nothing. That through all the pain and suffering, she did have love. I loved her. My siblings loved her. Her friends loved her. She never knew. She punished herself more than she deserved. She believed everyone around her deserved the world, and she tried her hardest to give it to them. Ultimately, she never could, and that destroyed her. She couldn't live up to her own expectations and never had anyone to tell her that they didn't need to be there in the first place. That she was already doing her best and that we were happy. We had so many happy days with our mother. We didn't have much, but she always treated us with so much love and care, and she went out of her way to make sure we all felt seen. We didn't know what a gift that was at the time. And since she passed, I've been desperately waiting for someone to love and care for me unconditionally like she did. I've been waiting for someone to hold me without asking, to know my pain without me speaking. I haven't been able to accept that no one will be coming because the love I'm looking for can only come from her. And I don't want to sound like no one loves me. Of course that isn't true. I know you love me, and I'll never honestly understand why you married me. You're such an incredible wife, and I only wish I could be half as good to you as you are to me. And I know my siblings care about me too, and my dad is still here, but he doesn't show it in obvious ways, but I know he loves me too. And my stepmom and grandmother and the in-laws, they all love me. But I haven't been able to feel that same whole body love since my mother passed. That unspoken love, that unconditional, undying, eternal love. The embraces that make you feel whole, the all-encompassing warmth of her body and heart. And it was so pure. I still feel remnants of it when I visit the grave. I should visit more often than I do. Truthfully, I don't, because I don't feel like I deserve to see her. I don't feel like I deserve to feel the remnants of her warmth radiating from the ground. I don't want to show up and have her see what a mess I've become. I don't want her to blame herself for that. She has suffered far too much, and I can't put her through any more. I couldn't put this into words before. I've always felt this way, but couldn't find the words to describe my emotions. I couldn't dig deeper into the wound. It was too fresh and too painful. I'm afraid I waited too long to dig. And now the scar is healed over the wound, and I have to reopen it to fix it. The pain is all coming back now, and I deserve it. I was afraid before, but now I'm not. I know it will hurt. It does hurt. But I can't hurt her anymore. I will carry the weight of the pain she's been bearing her whole life. And I will figure out how to heal it, how to move forward. The first step in my journey is to admit my fault. I've been selfish, greedy. I felt like the world owes me for everything it took away, and I've been blind and ignorant to others' suffering, holding my own as the ultimate pain. But the more I talk to others, the more I listen to their stories, the more I realize how wrong I've been. Yes, my life has been difficult, but that doesn't mean that anyone owes me anything. Life deals us with what we get, and it's up to us to make the best of it, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. How dare I sit here and wish for someone to come help me when I refuse to go help anyone else? I mean, how dare I sit here and wallow in pain when all I have to do is stand up, take a step outside, and breathe? If I won't do the tiniest of things to make myself feel better, why would I ever deserve someone's grand gesture of compassion? The truth is, I don't deserve it now. With my current behavior, I don't deserve anyone else's efforts. But I can change that. I can get up, take a step outside, breathe the cold mountain air, and feel. I can feel the wind beneath the wings of the birds flying home to their young. I can feel the ground vibrate with the movement of those around me, working to make their own lives better. I can see it. I see others standing outside with me, taking the same deep breath I am. What are they going through? Are they going through the same as me? I think so. I think we're all in pain. A pain so deep. A pain so raw. Pain so constant that there seems to be no escape. Except that one special escape. That last call escape. That ultimate, no turning back escape. And as the darkness falls and never lets up, that escape seems more and more like the only solution. I think some people see it as an easy escape, but I don't think that's quite right. I think it appears as the only option for a lot of people. That doesn't mean it's easy by any means. I think some of us get so suffocated by the weight of our pain that we can't possibly see any other option. But taking a step outside helps. Breathing the air helps. Feeling my feet planted firmly on the ground helps. I can't feel my shins, my knees, my thighs, my stomach, but I can feel my feet. I can feel the contact between my body and the earth. For better or worse, I am here, and while I'm here, I can still do something. I can still change the course of my life, and I can still ease the pain. I can still ease my mother's pain. I can still change her legacy, and I can still bring her peace.